Hey everybody, Chalgrove again, and today guys, first up before I say, the reason why I'm doing this video inside my bedroom right now is because I think you guys should remember this is part of my door from my bed, in my bedroom. The reason why I'm still doing my bedroom even though it's not done yet, is that my mom's cooking dinner down there and I want to do my videos without any form of distraction. So I came to my bedroom even though it's not done yet, as you guys can tell. It's nearly done of course, it's nearly done guys, so don't worry about that. So, of course, sometime soon, it's going to be, well, not too long. I think it's going to plan to finish my room this weekend. So sooner or later, you can see more videos coming back to my bedroom. But anyway, today, guys, I'm here doing an anime review, and this anime review is to Magi, The Adventures of Sinbad, Episode 3. So let's get into it, guys. So, guys, in this episode of Magi. Well, in this episode, Magi focuses on when Sinbad went inside the dungeon. Now, when he was inside the dungeon, he finds out that the royal army somehow got in there before him, even though really he entered the dungeon way before the others, like the royal army. I felt it's a bit weird. Maybe because as we know, the dungeons are quite mythical places. So maybe the dungeon sort of predicts the main chooser or the main conqueror of the dungeon. So they bring him out late. They summon him later compared to the royal army, which are not destined to actually conquer the dungeon. But I don't know about that. It's not really been proven. It's not really been proven yet. But anyway. Yep, so Sinbad, he finds that the soldiers are inside the dungeon before, even though he entered it before them. He finds that fighting these dragons are in the dungeon, and they're pretty much getting destroyed except for the commander, also the prince of the royal family, the youngest prince of the family, the royal family, in his country. He was still alive, and Sinbad saved him from getting eaten by a dragon, but of course with his stubbornness, royal status, of course he did thank him anything. But as the people expect, he allied to him to conquer the dungeon until they get to the point where actually they have to find out who's the right owner to the djinn. So they end up challenging themselves in the duel to find out who the rightful owner of the djinn would be, and of course Sinbad wins. And because of that, after conquering the dungeon, his name went over the country. Of course, once you become a dungeon capture, you become famous. And once the royal family, of course, found out that a commoner who was at the age of 14 conquered the dungeon, they got pissed that he ended up conquering the dungeon. And of course, even though he's now at the same status as them now, technically. Because once you become a dungeon capturer, you guys should know you have now a king's candidate. You're now at the point where you can become king. So this just shows you that how Sinbad's the same status not Sinbad, and of course a royal person, and it was the queen, not a queen, the wife of one of this royal brat's wife, his brother's wife. And of course with royal status, arranged marriages. Of course, she was not in love with his brother, and also his brother's not actually in love with her. They only did it because of royal status. But really, we found out the main reason why this royal brat guy decided to actually go to the dungeon is because he wants to be impressive and stuff, and wants to protect and also still keep his honor to the princess, to this royal girl. Now we find out she was the one that goes to Sinbad to pretty much show her his place. But of course, in this case, he doesn't have to follow their rules anymore, being at the same status as them. And of course, he uses it, and we know that Sinbad uses his power. He was going to use his newfound power, or his newfound power, to pretty much bring peace to his country and change it for the new, and to bring forth better judgment, better way of living and everything like that. Now, we do find out Sinbad's mother ends up dying in this episode, which it was obviously predicted. Like, if you've watched enough anime as like I have, you should understand some of the cliches where your parent, or like a lonely parent who's ill, the only family you had left, decides to tell you to go out on an adventure, do what you want, and said, and they would say, I'll be fine. You can go, yeah, I think you should know the cliche when it comes to someone telling you that. And of course they have to be sickly as well. If they're sickly, it's obvious you know what's going to happen to that parent or that family member. Sooner or later they're going to die when they found out that sooner or later the main character or someone will find out, or that person who's left for the adventure will find out that their parent or family member died, and now they no longer have any family relations, and you know, tragic. But Sinbad sort of knew it was going to happen, so he had to deal with it, and of course, pretty much mature. And when I was saying that death scene of his mother, that got me. That of course got me. Oh my god, poor Sinbad, that happened. But we already knew it was going to happen because we never saw his mother in the series, so of course we know she died. Of course we don't know when she was going to die, of course. But when we first saw the first episode of, not the first episode, the second episode actually, really. But the first episode got it as well. But when we saw the first and second episode of the series, we already know it was obvious that Sinbad's mother was going to die at some point at the beginning stage of the series, which is of course, in this case, it's episode 3. So yeah, but pretty much that's how the episode is, and yeah. Now, animation quality of the animation looked very good. I like it, especially guys, when Sinbad in this world rap decides to have their duel. The animation looked very good when it comes to that fight scene. I enjoyed it, and that's all I've got to say. Anyway guys, that's my anime review for Magi, The Adventures of Sinbad, Episode 3. Hope you guys like it, but comment chat fans today. If you guys want to send fan mail, push down below. My address is there, and yeah. Hope you guys like it, comment and subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye guys! Wow.